This unique country has created a distinct culture, one that the Dutch are proud to share with visitors at their many museums and historic towns. In today's video, we are going to explore the top 10 best places to visit in the Netherlands. But before we get started, subscribe to our video and turn on the notifications. Number 10. Hoge Veluwe National Park. The Hoge Veluwe National Park in the Netherlands heartland, approximately 8 kilometers from Arnhem, is the country's largest natural park, comprising of 13,750 acres. This privately owned nature reserve, which was originally meant as a hunting park, is now a safe haven for a variety of creatures, including wild boar, deer, birds, and the uncommon mouflon, a kind of wild sheep. On foot or by bicycle, visitors may easily explore the park's vast network of trails and walkways. The paths in the park are well marked and mainly flat, allowing for easy navigation. The Grote Kerk Museum, which includes an art gallery and a sculpture park, is also located in the park. Number 9. Grote Kerk. The steeples and belfries of churches interrupt the skylines of many Dutch cities, and Gothic churches' towers are among the most spectacular. The Grote Kerk, the Great Church in Breda, was erected in the classic Gothic style around 1290 and has late Gothic carved choir stalls. The 97-meter tower, completed in 1509, is its most notable feature. Various extensions erected in subsequent years exhibit significant Renaissance influence. Number 8. Living History Museums. The Netherlands Open Air Museum, or the Netherlands Openlucht Museum, located just outside Arnhem, is one of the most popular sites to visit. This living history museum, which opened in 1912 to preserve Dutch history and culture, allows visitors to see a variety of historic homes, workplaces, and windmills. Costumed interpreters portray the daily lives of fishermen, farmers, and craftspeople in previous ages. A series of laborers' dwellings illustrate the daily lives of the ordinary family over 4 various time periods, from 1870 to 1970. In addition to centuries past experiences, tourists may experience multimedia exhibitions and ride an antique tram, in addition to the completely immersive historic town. Number 7. De Haar Castle. De Haar Castle, Kasteel de Haar, near Utrecht, was completed in 1822 and is one of the most renowned castles in the Netherlands. It's notable not for its age, but for its magnitude and magnificence. It's known for displacing a whole hamlet in order to create a way for its construction. The 135-acre site hosts several events throughout the year, including a Christmas festival, and its fairy tale castle may be toured. Tourists may visit the considerably older Zuilen Castle in nearby Oud-Zuilen, which dates from the 13th century and was reconstructed in 1510. Number 6. Historic Haarlem. Haarlem, which is only a short distance from Amsterdam, is a wonderful day excursion from the city. The Grote Markt, Haarlem's principal market square, is the historic hub of the city. One of the most magnificent buildings is the Old City Hall, which was built in the 13th century. St. Bavokrek, a 14th century Gothic church, is nearby. Both structures have gorgeous interiors and towers to match. The Vleeshal, Meat Hall, erected in the Northern Renaissance style and currently part of the Frans Hals Museum is one of the most well-known structures. Number 5. The Tulip Fields of Flevoland Province. The Flevoland Province grows the bulk of Netherlands tulips, and mid-April to May is the finest time of year to see them in full flower. Commercial flower-growing fields may be found along the Netherlands' northwestern coast, spanning the area between Alkmaar and The Hague. Keukenhof Garden in Leiden is the most popular flower lovers trip, with approximately 7 million flowers each year. This is the world's biggest public flower garden, with over 700 types of tulips planted over 70 acres. Daffodils, crocuses, and hyacinths may be found in the gardens. Number 4. Enkhuizen. Enkhuizen, a historic fishing community, is located on the banks of IJsselmeer, a lake that fills the inlet's central half. Waterside residences, 2 15th century churches, and the medieval defenses may all be found in the town. The biggest tourist attraction is the open-air Zuiderzee Museum, which is located near the port. Visitors may examine exhibits of old boats and equipment at the museum, which covers the area's significance as a fishing port and hub of maritime commerce. Many renovated structures, some dating back to the 1600s, may be seen at the museum. Number 3. Kinderdijk. Near Rotterdam, beside the river Noord, sits the village of Kinderdijk, one of the most photographed places in the Netherlands. Here, visitors will find the country's largest collection of historic windmills. A total of 19 were built between 1722 and 1761. Unlike many other surviving windmills that were built to process grain and other materials, these were made as part of a water management system to keep the village from flooding. Each is a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site, and tourists can watch the huge sail spin on special mill days. Number 2. Vincent van Gogh's Old Haunts. Begin your journey at Zundert, a little town 15 kilometers south of Breda, where Vincent van Gogh was born. Although his family's original house is no longer standing, the garden has been preserved, and the Vincent van Gogh House Museum currently stands in its place, in front of the old Dutch Reformed Church where his father formerly preached. There is a statue of the artist. Other monuments may be seen all across the nation, including one in Etten-Leur, where his career as an artist officially began. The settlement of Nuenen, commonly known as Van Gogh Village, is only 8 kilometers from Eindhoven. From 1883 until 1885, the artist resided at the pastor's home, which has been meticulously restored and is open to the public. Number 1. Amsterdam. Vondelpark is the largest park in Amsterdam and certainly the most famous park in the Netherlands, which welcomes about 10 million visitors every year. The Vondelpark is centrally placed south of Leidseplein and near Rijksmuseum, Stedelijk Museum, and Van Gogh Museum. A unique thing about Amsterdam are its canals. The 3 main canals, Herengracht, Prinsengracht, and Keizergracht, dug in the 17th century during the Dutch Golden Age, form concentric belts around the city, known as the Grachtengordel. Alongside the main canals are 1,550 monumental buildings. The Rijksmuseum houses a large collection that spans over 250 rooms, making it the must-see for art and antiques enthusiasts. A library, sculptures, paintings, and a range of cultural items are among the collection. Art enthusiasts must also pay a visit to the Rembrandt House Museum, which is housed in the artist's old home, as well as the Van Gogh Museum. the Anne Frank house, the real home where Anne hid from Nazis during the occupation, is a must-see for every visitor to Amsterdam. Visitors may view the house as it was while she was writing her diary and learn about the Jewish refugees in Amsterdam. The Resistance Museum, which chronicles the attempts to oppose Nazi occupation, can provide considerably additional information to visitors. Two more notable historical museums in Amsterdam are the National Maritime Museum and the Amsterdam Museum, both of which cover the city's role within the Netherlands and globally throughout history. The Netherlands are full of iconic sites, with vast fields of brilliant tulips, canals, and they replace city streets and dikes, and today provide cycling paths. These are all attractions that tourists find fascinating in this little country. Give a like to this video and let us know in the comments which place you found the most interesting. Press that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, and stay tuned for our next video.